Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is choose what fabric you're going to use. I am using this like forest green color, and it has a little bit of a stretch to it. It's not like completely elastic, and it's not completely like straight. So this is basically what you want. You don't want to use something that has no stretch to it at all, because then you're not going to be able to walk. However, if that's the only fabric you have, or you really like this fabric that isn't stretchy, what you need to do is make sure that you make a slit in it, like either on the sides or on the back, so you can actually walk in it. Now, to be making this skirt, I am going to be using the same method that I used for my vest. Like, I already had a vest that I really liked, so I just traced around it and like took it from there. So yeah, I already have a high-waisted skirt that I really like, fits me very nicely, so I'm going to be using that. However, if you do not have a high-waisted skirt, what you need to do is take 3 measurements. You need to take measurement usually around like your bust or a little bit above your belly button, and that's where it's going to start, and you're going to take that measurement and you're going to mark it on your fabric. Then you're going to take the measurement around the fattest part of your butt, I guess, like the part where it comes out the most. You're going to take that measurement and mark it down, and then you're going to take the measurement of where you want it to end, which is usually around your knees, like right below or like right above or something, like whatever you want. And you're going to mark that on your fabric, and you're going to basically just like trace the shape around it, and then you'll like be fine. So I'm just going to take my high-waisted skirt. This is just black and gray cheetah print. Isn't that so freaking cute? But anyway, I only got this for like $13 at TJ Maxx. No, at Mandy's. So yeah, if you like it, you can go get it there. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is just lay it on my fabric in the middle. And what I did was I folded the fabric in half. That way I don't have to make 2 separate cuts. I can just make one, and then I'll only have to make 1 seam. So anyway, that's what I did. Now what I'm going to do is take my white eyeliner pencil or chalk, whatever you have, doesn't really matter. And since this fabric doesn't have a lot of stretch, and this one does, surprisingly this is very stretchy, which I like. But anyway, this only has a little bit of a stretch, so of course I would allow some fabric to be made for a hem, but I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger than I normally would, so that way if it doesn't fit me correctly, I'll still have a little bit of extra room to play with, you know, in case I make a mistake. So what I'm going to do is just trace about 1 inch above, and you can already see where I did that. You're just going to trace like 1 inch above and just trace all around the skirt, the bottom, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then after that, you are going to cut out the lines that you have just made. Okay, so basically after you cut out the shape, this is what it's going to look like. And now what you're going to want to do is just sew along one side of the skirt. Not the bottom, because that's where your legs are going to go, and not the top, because that's where your body's going to go. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, that's so obvious. Why would I sew that area? But I've actually done that once before, so I figured I should just, you know, make that known, that you shouldn't sew the top or the bottom. And the only reason you're sewing one side of it is because the other side you have to sew the zipper on. And I actually already did sew this side, so what you're going to do after you sew one side is just open it so the bad side, like the underside of the fabric, is facing you. Or no, other way around. Sorry. You're going to flip it around so the good side is facing you. So that way, when you kind of close the skirt on itself like this, the bad side is going to be facing you. I mean, I keep saying bad side. I mean the underside, like the back side of the fabric. So once you have it like that, you're going to take your zipper. This is excuse me, this is 7 inches 18 centimeters, but it's just like a basic zipper. I got this for like $1.50 at Walmart. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to place the zipper down. So like the chunky part, like the part that you put down, is going to be facing down. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it on the top of the fabric, basically how long it is, and you're going to mark where the zipper ends on your fabric. Then what you're going to want to do is pin the fabric together and sew along this line. So you're going to sew from the bottom all the way up to the mark that you just made. So after you're done sewing along the line up to the mark that you made, what you're going to do is take your zipper and place it face down onto your fabric. To make it easier, you might want to undo the zipper. That way it's like more flexible to work with. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to take one side and you're going to pin it along. So it's going to look like that on that side. And you're just going to do the same thing on this side. And then you're going to sew along the two lines. Okay, so after you sewed the zipper in, this is what it should look like so far. See how it's like very, very like baggy right here? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pin all the excess that I need. I'm going to flip it inside out and sew along that stitch. I'm going to pin up the bottom of the skirt and then just sew a hem around it. See how the top of the zipper still is not like quite closed? You're going to have to hand stitch that. And I would have gotten a green zipper, like one to match the fabric so it doesn't really show, but they didn't have one. So I figured I just chose like a nude color, so it'll like go with anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is how you make a pencil skirt. And I really like doing it this way too, because then you could make sure that it like really fits you well. And especially like if you have like if you're really short, or maybe you're a little bit bigger or something, like it's really hard to find clothes that fit right. So by making it yourself, you can really like customize it how you want, and it'll really make sure that it'll fit nice. So yeah, I'm very pleased with the way this came out, and I really hope you enjoy this. Bye!